Welcome back to the channel, everybody. You're watching and listening to Miss Amaira Jyoti on Speak Up Hesitations, and you guys are on Speak Up Hesitations as well. Today, we're going to talk about relationships and all the important things about relationship, most important, okay, and the most of the confusions that we usually have. So, before we start with anything, the first question that must be at the center of attention, that is, do you really want to make your relationship better? Because this desire is extremely powerful. I feel like it's the power of the desire that actually forces you to take some action and work on your relationship. Because if the desire to improve your relationship is there, it means it reflects that you genuinely want to work on it. There is some true intention to improve your relationship. But if there's no desire, means if there's no feeling of improvement that's coming from within, every effort feels forced and temporary, and you'll not be able to achieve the target of improving your relationship. So, that birth of desire is extremely powerful, because I feel like the true improvement comes in relationship from a place of true intention and dedication, which means intention to make your relationship better together with the dedication of not giving up on that. It's so amazing when you really want something, and we are talking about the desire only, okay? So, when you really want something, what actually happens? You take all the necessary steps which are needed. You make small sacrifices as well. I feel like desire somewhere starts the journey. But I would like to add on, desire just not only starts the journey, it keeps the journey alive as well. So, somewhere it's really important for the desire to remain alive. It means even if your relationship is an extremely bad situation, desire to improve should always be there. It gives you the power of not giving up. It gives you the power of not losing hope. It gives you the power of to rebuild it. The second most important thing is, now everybody knows it. When we talk about improving relationships, we talk about communication, we talk about active listening, we talk about transparency, we talk about forgiveness, then there's respecting each other's boundary, giving quality time, and few more things, right? But trust me, you'll feel this in your own journey as well. These things will not be possible if there's no desire to work on these things. But if desire is there to work on your relationship, then these things will happen automatically. I really can't say very smoothly, but for sure, you'll not feel like you're making up things or you're doing things fakely. Okay. Then there is one difference which needs clarification, that is, do not confuse ups and downs of relationship with toxicity of a relationship. I know for most of us it's really difficult to figure out, is it really toxicity of relationship or is it really ups and downs of relationships? Okay, so we'll talk few points on toxicity. If you would like to add on something, please do that in the comment section. So basically, toxicity is seen as negative impact on your mental health. It completely drains you out emotionally, mentally, physically. It brings out the negative emotion of yours, and you'll never feel like uplifted and supported. But ups and downs is seen as problems and challenges that you guys face together, just like bad time or a good time. But toxicity consistently harms your mental health. That's why few people feel really relaxed after breakup. Why? Because then your mental health becomes better. And it usually happened with the person who was the victim of that toxicity or toxic behavior or toxic relationship. Then there's one more thing, in ups and downs of relationship, you guys protect each other of the problems that you're calling ups and downs. But when you talk about toxicity, you take steps to protect your own self and walk away for your own peace of mind. So toxicity is just like someone's eating up your mental health, mental peace. You thought of speaking up for your own self. You thought of asking for self-respect. You thought of talking to somebody and getting advices on how to make my situation better, right? But ups and downs of relationship is seen as you're actually supporting the person in their lowest, whether it's about bad day or a bad decision. You thought of working on it together. You don't think of giving up on each other. And please understand one more fine difference. Ups and downs of relationship has nothing to do with asking for respect or tolerating harmful behavior. It's just like you guys are handling situation as a team or encouraging each other to grow, improve, grow, improve, grow, improve. Ups and downs, right? So I hope you have understood somewhere that ups and downs of relationship has nothing to do with tolerating each other's toxicity. It's just like standing by each other or handling difficult situations with love, ease, empathy, sympathy, understanding. I hope you're really getting the beauty of ups and downs. It really tests your patience for sure. Any kind of relationship, right? So yeah, ups and downs really strengthen you somewhere, but toxicity kills you from inside. So again, do not confuse the ups and downs of relationship with toxicity of relationships. Now think of an example where one partner constantly putting down their partner, ignoring them for everything, blaming them for everything, and also making them feel guilty for speaking up. These are unhealthy behaviors, and unhealthy things can never give you healthy results, right? So I feel like toxic relationship isn't something you can just fix them by trying hard. You have to set boundaries, and if setting boundaries is not working out, it naturally pushes second person away, right? So toxicity is end of relationship. If not today, then tomorrow for sure. But ups and downs of relationship includes really funny and sweet things. Like imagine a couple where one person is really sick and another person is really taking on more responsibilities at home, like cooking and helping on other stuff. So this is what the ups and downs of healthy romantic relationship is. What else you're thinking? Ups and downs, right? These are the only ups and downs, and we have to take ups and downs in a healthy way only. So that's the end of the video. I hope this video has added some value in your life. We'll connect in the another video, and thanks for watching.